think it's ready. All right. Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up for yourself. It's essential oils and the fact that of controlling your emotions. It says that you are a true leader of your life, or your body, your mind, and having that ability and coming and wanting to know more about it is just it's very powerful. And thank you for coming today. So first question: are you ready to feel good more often? All right. Let's learn how we can do it. Today we're going to learn a little bit about general science, my observations, tools and habits that can improve our, healthy body chemistry, and practical steps. We're all aware that, the nourishment and the balance between our body, mind, and spirit is the foundation of our happiness and our ability to manifest all the goodness that we want to have. I'm not going to talk too much on this. So, emotions in our body. Our body is built of cells, and the substance that we have is the water, and the second one is the fat. So, and the oils, they get into our cells really easily because it's a part of our body structure. And when our cells receive, when we have that emotions, it's basically our cells are producing certain chemicals, and that's, how we get reaction in emotions and feelings. And they say we have in our mind is a director, our heart is a discerner, and our God is a processor. So many people don't really know that I practice Vipassana meditation since March 2015, and that meditation technique allowed me to purify my mind so deeply that I was able to observe personally where that emotion actually starts. And it starts on our skin or somewhere inside of our body. Before it actually goes into our head, into our director, who actually gives us a manifestation in action, in decisions, in words, we feel it on the skin. We feel somewhere inside of the body. So that little sensation slowly goes into our mind, and then our mind starts processing when last time we had the same sensation in the body. What happened at that time? And it could be in your childhood. It could be just recently. It could be any time in your past. Then our mind starts like, okay, let me analyze the environment that I'm in right now and give you a reaction that you have to have right now. So it basically tells you what you need to do. And with that meditation technique, I was able to see okay, I see that I have this reaction. I see my environment, but do I want to run the same program over and over again? So, and that's something that we all have the opportunity to change the program. So, when you walked in, I asked you, what do you want to feel more, what do you want to feel less? And you can also start paying attention to, okay, I have this reaction right now. Did I have that before? And you will suddenly feel it that, okay, I'm repeating something, because our mind cannot start doing something new. It always processes something from the old, and the great way is to just breathe at that moment and allow yourself, it's like, okay, I got it. But let me be the leader right now, and let me make a decision. How do I really want to feel right now? How do I want to express it? And just allow yourself to be more of a owner of that feelings rather than just following that. And so when we have that unison between our gut, heart, and mind, that actually gives us the sense of wholeness. we feel that everything is right, everything is connected. We don't feel that anxiety that, okay, something is wrong, we have to connect somehow. But everything is perfect, and that's the connection, is our wellness. And um, I want to go deeper into our beliefs and emotions. How do they actually get rooted in our head? So life event happens, we process it, we just, as I was explaining earlier, right? We have that sensation that goes and we react it based on the past experiences. And it gets rooted more and more and more, because with every situation that's repeated, our mind gets, okay, there is no matching with this, there is no matching. And that's the first and best reaction that it can give you. And so from here, like certain situations happens, and then when we're processing it, it's all give us this negativity, and then we get this belief, I'm not enough, I'm not good. But that's not true. And the moment that you right now is very different from the moment that it happened. So that all the conditions change, but mind want to go the easy way. So it says like, no, wait, we don't have that pattern yet. Like even everything is good around us, we still have that more of memories of that mess up than all the goodness that's around us. So we're gonna match everything to that memory, and so that's something that we need to basically like weed out, that feeling of not enough, feeling of, okay, there's too much competition, I shouldn't go to this, etc. So, everybody have their own, like, I think the most common for many women is like, get a permission from father, or like get a approval from the mother, or like, so that's something that's very common, like stop us to like really make a decision and go and, ask for more and be more. So how do we go from this and into this well-being and the connectedness? I recommend to go with essential emotions. Why? Because they're the easiest way. They go, for example, we have this mindset work, right? We do lots of work under pressure, affirmations, etc. Yes, they have a great impact, but again, the body, the physical sensations don't change from just accepting the words and repeating them. What essential oils do, they change your vibration. They physically change the vibration of every cell in your body. And in my studying right now for the essential emotions coaching, they tell us that and it's not just because somebody told me, just observe around. Every tree, every plant, everything around us is a living being. So which means they are living because of their own vibration. They have that power to grow, to expand, etc. because of their vibration. And we have that privilege of extracting that into the small and easy to use bottles that we can apply in a diffuser, in our skin, and some of them even internally, to increase our vibration and to be as powerful as those plants, so we can be more and go into that not believing into well-being easily. So instead of sitting and trying to do it just with one tool, use more. It's like, I love how one person told that so many people right now refusing to use enough tools, because and they're trying to build a mansion with the one screwdriver in their hand. So use the tools. There are so many of them. Don't just eliminate yourself. Be the leader. And as a leader in the business, you already know we need to delegate, we need to use the last technology, etc. to improve. So this is one of the great technology, I mean not technology, but I mean resource to manage your state. And when you are feeling empowered and whole within your body, so your mind doesn't get distracted into like, okay, I need to repair something inside. You actually find here, and you can create more, you can give more, and you can attract more, more goodness and joy. And essential oils, they have 400, one drop of oil, it has 40 million trillion molecules. I mean, it's just, I cannot even imagine how many is that in the touching, but the fact that they go deep into our system and they start working right away, so you don't really have to wait when it will get rooted. But the main thing that people experience when they say that it's not working for me is because of the toxicity in the body. So this is very important part, that we need to cleanse our body. At least every half a year, try to do detox and cleanse your body and cleanse the cells, so resources like essential oils can go deep right away, and you don't have to wait for a long time, but when they will penetrate through that toxicity and they get inside of yourself. So one of the main lifestyle choices is, of course, increasing the intake of water. We have some more if you need. Movement is very important. And within this like holiday season, when you get together and you feel like, oh, this gathering, I don't like it. People are talking stuff that, like childhood bullying starts, very common when you get together with the families, right? You can relate. So that moment, just stand up, just move a little bit, just shake it up, let yourself to that's it, I'm here, I love you guys, I know you you don't have to participate in it emotionally. Don't let them to get into you. Stay in your own wholeness and joy, and allow yourself to just shake it off, move it a little bit, maybe take a little walk, or maybe just do something silly, and so they will also resonate with you. They will start acting the same, or they will find some more reason to make jokes. But it's still gonna be fun. But just remember, your wholeness is more important than reacting to anything that's happening outside. And of course, rest and meditate. It's very important to get enough sleep for your memory, for your health and well-being. And the diet, yes, as I was saying, like detox, try to eliminate any kind of foods that are, you feel naturally. You definitely all feel naturally. This is not good food. You eat it and you're like, oh, I'm so tired. Like, oh, I'm so foggy, or something else. Like then don't do it. Don't feed your body with that. So just pay attention and intentionally make choices. And another great thing about the health emotions is coming together, seeing girls, having these gatherings like networking events and learning from each other and sharing. It's very powerful to even just to dress up and show up. It makes us feel great and connecting. It's very important to feel that. So as I already mentioned, they could work in targeting any areas. So how to use that? Essential oils are great in, and I love the diffuser. Diffuser, you can put it in the office, you can put it in the house, and you can pick what is it that I want my, let's say, staff in the office to feel, what I want my clients to feel, what I want my family to feel. You pick that for yourself and for everybody in that environment, and you create that environment. So you don't go with a guess, okay, let me see what's going to happen there. No, you were deliberately, you're a leader. You were like, okay, this is what we're going to have. And you put it there and you create that. Another way, there's a balance, and I can give you to try it. Okay. You can pass it around and try the balance. So it's used for to balance any kind of scattered emotions, and at your gift bags you're also going to have the balance list. So you can try it out and you can tell me how do you feel about it? Is it irritating or it's actually nice? So another way is topical. It's like the balance is most recommended for use in offices because it helps to like really for people to feel in balance instead of other emotions. So topical. You can use it on the neck, you can use it on the spine, on the feet. There are different points that works the best. Depends on which oil you're using. So you can even apply it on the stomach. There's digestion that I actually applied on my baby last night because he was having some discomfort in his belly. He didn't want to sleep because of that. Breathe. It's a great. Let me see if I have it for me. I think it was new one. I don't have the breeze with me, but I'm sorry, I don't have the breeze with me. But this one is great, especially now when we all, in the season of all this cold and flu. They great in like all kind of respiratory issues. They help. You can apply it on your chest. You can even use them inside of your nose to open any kind of congestion. Internal. This is something that Felicia loves to take as an on guard. So the Terra created the soft gels on guard that have a little bit more oils than just the essential oil, but you can definitely try it. And let me know as well how you feel. And they're basically different oils with different purpose. For example, recently I needed to overcome a very heavy situation of conflict, very heavy conflict, and the time, where is it? This, how do you pronounce time? Team? Time? Yeah. So the time is actually recommended in healing like a very serious conflict, like on the level of trauma. So I was using it, and it's very hot oil, and they don't recommend it internally, but still I use, but I don't recommend you to use it internally either. It's just me. I use it because I love to experiment on myself. And I use it under the tongue, and I can tell you my body, my state shifted right away. So from the state of feeling kind of like victim, panicking, kind of upset and overwhelmed with that conflict, I got into a different state of being in charge, really getting my power back. And I was like, oh my God, like nothing changed, like no circumstances around changed, but because I had this power of essential oil that helped me to heal that without me like thinking too much about it, because I knew that I'm a leader, I knew that I can change it, but still I didn't have enough strength inside. So this oil gave me so much strength, and I was like, oh my God, like just with few drops you can change your state so easily. So I like, even if I work with essential oils for so long, I still, every time I see the result, I'm like in shock. I'm like, oh my God, how is it possible? You can try it out. It's very strong as well, so be careful. And yeah, this is on guard, vulnerability, and it's also great for the healing of both the cold and flu. And I know Olga also tried on guard. It's a great oil to actually also protect your energy. So if you feel like you're gonna have a meeting with a client who, like, I don't know, energy vampire, let's say, but you want to have that extra protection, so on guard will be great to put in a diffuser before meeting with that type of client. So just little hint.
It's good to put it in a diffuser? That's what.
Yeah, on guard, so it gives this energetic shield. So, and just remember that the change doesn't happen right away. Change happens moment by moment. And this, as I was saying about the Vipassana meditation of observation, So as more conscious we are in about our feelings, as more attention we pay to how did it start, where is it rooted, where on my body I'm feeling that. So even just if you can locate that particular emotion that you don't like to have somewhere in your body, just by tapping on that particular part, it also will start working, and you will help your body to release that without giving you without driving you into that manifestation because another thing is when we have that emotions, we subconsciously start to create situation when we can, lash on, when we can use that emotion. And like, why? Come on, like, let's change it. Let's live a different life. And just remember that power of our subconscious mind. So, and ask yourself, where is it? Where is it in my body? So tapping is another great tip to get more control of it. And so, I'm not going to ask what you feel right now. I'm sure you're feeling really great because we're having fun here. And I would love you, since we don't have that many people, I would, after our presentation, I would love you all to come and try the essential oils and pick one that you love the most and pick the second one that you disgusted the most. And I will give you a description of what is it in your body that really needs, what is it in your body that felt in need of that particular oil. Why did you really like that oil? And why were you so disgusted with that one? So, because, you fill the bucket drop by drop and you clear your mind thought by thought. You heal yourself moment by moment. And, just remember that our life is not even about rushing and doing. It's about being, and our state of being is very important because when we are being, the doing becomes easy, becomes natural. Because when we're being in the state of wholeness, everything around us will come to vibrate on the same level, and every situation and every person, they will come with the same wholeness and connectedness with you. The funny thing is, people who want to come with a lower vibration, they will have the reason do not show up. Like, you will think okay, I really need this client, but you are in such an abundant feeling, that client not going to show up, and then you will find out that the client actually could bring you so much problems. So it's actually benefiting for you. But then the client that you thought oh my god, they probably don't exist anymore. I contact them, follow up with them so much. They all of a sudden they're calling you you know what, I want to buy this. And you're like, what happened? So because of your wholeness and your state of abundance, the people just start coming, and it doesn't have the space limitation, So the people who also living in that abundance, who's ready to to receive your services, etc., they will come to you. So just remember that. And this is general information on what type of oils address what kind of emotions, and you have it on your handout as well. And as I was mentioning, it's very important to have a proper foundation. Our body, it's making sure that we use a detox and we cleanse our body deep. And because we have to ask ourselves, what do I want to plant? Okay, we do the detox, and I can tell you from my experience of detox. Hey, how are you? Thank you for coming. That it's changed so much in me because our emotions and feelings and memories, as I was showing earlier, they are in our mind, heart, and our gut. When you cleanse your gut, you actually getting rid of that emotions from childhood, some pain just by doing detox, not like getting therapy for 10 years, just by cleansing your body from toxins, because the toxins, the root of it, is not some food that you had in Starbucks. It's actually, I'm sorry for Starbucks, but they're not really fresh food. The detox is actually part of the emotion that we experienced so many times that it manifested into some substance inside of our body. So that toxin, once it cleansed, you don't feel that anymore. And that's what happened to me when I did the detox back in May. I felt a lot of doubt. I felt low on energy. I felt, like I'm not enough. And after detox, I'm like, new person. I'm like, what just happened? I got the wings. I can do so many things. I got so strong. Like, how from just 30 days of like, taking right supplements and like cleansing my body, I got into that shift. And I started like looking deeper into that, and I saw that whatever we have in the body, it's not just something external. It's something that we processed for a long time through interaction with other people, and that's rooted with that toxins in our body. So when we cleanse, we actually, get lifted up because we don't have that stones in us. So this is a program that the Tara is offering. It's a Cleanse and Restore Gut Health. And I mean, if you're interested, we're gonna do another one in January. I'm looking forward. I'm gonna do it again. So it's like, because it's recommended to do every half a year. Daily supplement is something that I take as well, and they're all based on essential oils. So because of their, the way they're made, it doesn't stay in the body. So if you need that on that particular day, your body will absorb it, use it, and feel great, and all the rest that you don't need is gonna go away from your body. It doesn't stay as the other ones that you can take as a pill that stores in our body extra long and too much, and it starts like attacking other organs or other vitamins in our body, so it creates more disbalance. So the Terra supplements, they all basically, help us to stay whole. And, nature is our first remedy to lift the mind, renew the body, and heal the heart. So everything, created with nature is something that we are created naturally. So everything natural, of course, will help us to feel better and, energize us. Another tips that I wanted to give you before we close out for the holidays. It's some work, it's energetic work that you can do if you feel like you need to be somewhere but you're not really happy about it. You can visualize that you get the mirrors around you. So that mirrors reflecting everything that other people are feeling and expressing to you, mirrors back to them, so you can stay in your wholeness. So that's one tip. Another tip, let me look at my tips. I wrote them down. I normally prepare everything I need to speak in around 3 in the morning. Like I just it just flows through me in meditation, and and I right now I'm forgetting what did I actually wrote down. Another thing is you can throw your legs up, which means you just find that quiet space where you can lay down and put your legs under 90 degree, which allows you within just 5 to 10 minutes, it will help your body to get it more balanced. So if you feel out of control of your emotions and feelings at a certain point, that exercise will help you to just get back in charge of your body. Another great technique is, it's not just a technique, I think I'm offering you to practice every single day, is to be honest. To be honest with yourself in terms of what is it that I'm actually feeling? What is my actual emotions and what is the other person wants me to feel? How their actions, how their presence actually changing my state. So very often, especially when we have kids, when we have husband, maybe a mother-in-law, etc., in the house, because of that consistent close contact, we may lose a sense of like, what am I actually feeling myself? Because we as a women, we have this natural healing ability. So we go and we try to nourish and help other people, and then what am I actually feeling? So just like step back and remember and be honest with yourself. I'm, that person in their memory, that person in their history, etc. But I am here in the present moment and I'm in a different state. And that's okay. You don't have to be consistently, you can feel sympathetic about, other person's feelings, but you don't have to go on that level. You can stay in your own feelings of joy, happiness, and that's normal. It's okay. So don't feel guilty for being happy. Another tip, of course, is essential oils. It's something that helps you to protect your environment, to protect your body. And for the holidays, they actually created great holiday peace essential oils blend that I recommend for everybody to get it and use it in their house for all the gatherings. So they will help to create this environment of peace and harmony, and people will. Another thing is that because of the essential oils and the sense that we get, we start thinking differently. We start using different words with each other. So, come on, use that tool. It's so easy. And let me see, what was it? Oh, breathing technique. There is a great, I will show you two breathing techniques that are easy to implement. So it goes on the 4, you're breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, you're breathing in, and then you're holding your breath for another 4. Then you're breathing out for another 4, and then you're holding breath again for another 4. So you just basically go 4, 4, 4, 4. And if you do it at least 4 minutes, you will see how your mind is just like, holy shit, what's happening? So from the whatever state you're in after this breathing exercise, your mind will be like, okay, we need to do something new. So it automatically will basically change your state into whatever you want. And another technique is called samurai breath. You'll need a candle for that. I totally forget the candle, but you put the candle within say this, this long. And it's great when you feel overwhelmed and tired, and you need some power to get back. So by doing this breathing technique, you're getting the power from the fire. And so what you do, you put the candle and you breathe, but you breathe straight to the candle without blowing it. So you tell your mind and you control your body in a way that you breathe in and breathe out, that flame doesn't go away. So if you do that within from 5 to 25 minutes, you will feel such a powerful samurai that you can control your body, you can control your emotions, and you feel energized inside. So that's a couple of techniques that you can use easily. And also I'm offering every month online on the 25th of the month, we have different topics, and I will show and also give the recipes and explain the best ways to use essential oils, because I think the biggest problem is people not knowing what to do, how to actually apply and benefit, which one to use, which one, because as I was discussing with Jessica, there's different level of anxiety, different root of anxiety. So there are different essential oils that can really help and give you a result right away, instead of using the old one that works for some time, but now it's different, life changed. So you need a little bit updated tool. So sign up and join. If you have any questions, Uh, it's called Joyful Blend. It has one, two, three. It has 5 oils, and basically it addresses any kind of anxiety that you may have related to money, relationship, your personal maybe history. What else? Tulsi. So it basically covers anything. So that's why I call it joyful blend, because all the common issues that can, trigger anxiety in us, that blend helps to, find a balance, find a peace. So if you want them, feel free to get it. And that's it. If you have questions, I'm here.
It is so powerful.
It is powerful. And you did the Essential Emotions coaching session. Give your feedback. How did you feel when you started it? And after we did the session?
Before the session, it was also like very complex and powerful. And I came with a like deep vulnerability emotion, like feeling insecure, and I was shocked and surprised how you discovered how she exactly discovered my feeling. We found like something, it was like therapeutic work, and I'm like we had like this state and where I'm going, like what do you want and what to do actually, and after 1 hour and a half, I felt like empowered and be able to let go of all that feeling and knowing what to do. Highly recommend.
Just having goosebumps, so like, because that work, it's amazing how fast you can actually shift your mind. Essential motion coaching itself, that's something that I will start offering more in December. It includes mind work within the session, and then the person basically takes that summary that we were discussing with them, and also the essential oils. So they will continue that mind work as we were discussing earlier, and the body work that helps to change the vibration of the body. So, and I will tell you from this hug that she gave me when she just came, it was like, oh, okay. And then when she was leaving, she was like, oh, give me a hug.
I had so much tension in my body, and yes, and then like after, like I discovered my essential oils and new emotions, and like why, and we discovered that I was happy in something, and we found it.
Yeah, that's another thing. Sometimes people don't even know what is it that inside been so long that they made it normal.
Yeah.
They made it okay to live with that. So we basically like dig out what is the root, and we weed it out and plant.
And I discovered that we have so many emotions, not like joy and peace. It's like not only about how I do, not like I'm fine, but like so many like levels, like layers. Yes, that was great.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I practice in my coaching is anchoring. I mean, I saw you mention anchoring, but so whenever like you're in the holidays, for example, and you're like feeling all stressed, how do you get back to that joy? And so it's a technique that you can use with your knuckles, because I do usually over Zoom. But when you do it in person, you can anchor an emotion with something like you smell fresh apple pie, that brings you joy, or is your perfume. You know, there's some things that you'll, for example, my mom passed away around the holidays, so I really don't like Christmas as much, but I have to focus on anchoring the things that I do love or the emotion that I want. And you can anchor with, I've never done it because all my clients are on Zoom, but I've heard you can anchor with the smell or music. You hear a certain song that brings you a certain emotion. Whether, I remember there was a song that played when she passed away, and I hate that song. Like, but I want to play music, that brings joy. And usually you would do with the essential oil is I would ask the client, do you remember a time when you felt joy? Do you remember a time? And you have to wait and go back to that time, sink down into that time, feel what you felt, hear what you heard, see what you saw, and then and then you usually hold down on the knuckle like for certain seconds because you can anchor that like when you're out and you're getting all racked up and you just touch your knuckle, or you can have your essential oil and then they'll bring you back to joy.
I had that in cognitive therapy.
Yeah,
That's what I did.
anchoring.
Yeah, it's totally important. Another technique, it's kind of like a trick that you can use with your clients. When you have them in your space and you use a diffuser, so if you give that as a gift with them to take with them, they will remember the scent they will use, and they will always will remember you and the joy that they experience in conversation with you.
Smart. That's anchoring.
That's exactly what my therapist did with me, and then she always had, because we had to figure it out, right? I had to figure out what my thing was. Body, water, it's my connection. So she always played the ocean in the background during my therapy sessions. And if I got too anxious, she had me close my eyes, and I had to anchor what my color was of tranquility, and mine was teal. And so I would have to close my eyes, and she would talk, and she would get me, and I would see teal, because I identified that color as my anchor. And so, yeah, you're right, because I remember she always did, for me, was chamomile and lavender. And so those are like my go-tos, and a little bit of peppermint. She'll always do it. So I always kind of, right now, in my house, peppermint.
And then that's too, if you have kids, and you, like, for example, when they're preparing for the test for exam, if they study with the same essential oil all this time, and they go to the exam and take the same oil, they will remember all the information much faster and better. So that's another tip.
It's true.
Oh, I like that.
But how do you choose the oil that your kid is gonna like? Because some kids are finicky about smells.
There's a lot of oils that they can pick from.
Oh, they just pick it.
Yeah,
So
they
they
can
pick what
pick
they
from. They can pick from what they like, or there's another. Dotter created the essential oil called Thinker, and that's specifically for kids to do their homework, to study, etc. So because they studied that, okay, they experimented and they put the oils that work the best to focus and to memory.
That's the one I need. It's called Thinker.
It's for kids. You need in tune. You need for adults.
Maybe I just use a lot of it.
Just drink it like a shot.
Yeah, okay. Come on, let's try it out, and you're gonna tell me which one you like the most and which one you hate the most.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. And I'm actually, you know what, being that we're going to have a sound lab therapist, I'll probably take some
Thank you.
have her do something.
I just went to a sound lab last week. What's that?
Hello, beautiful.
Oh my God.
How are you?
It's like you were the
Oh, trust me, I was getting my done. I was necessary. I thought I was going to be done early, but I didn't. And I have to run home very.
But I have
I will tell you.
I know make my way out. Hello, beautiful. Good to see you again. I hope you remember seeing me.
And now I'm of course, like, always I'm like, I'm like, who's your therapist? Oh, she's amazing. She's gonna be right next to me.
Not next year.
The TV wasn't on.
She has cognitive therapy. She also does it for veterans.
But she did that EDM work.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Ooh, I would just want to learn because
So
my launch for my nonprofit is going to be there on the 29th at 5:30.
Like,
The 29th celebration. I know all of it has it on social media, but I know she'll be doing candidate events before. So yes, RSVP, and then it's going to be awesome. So we'll have a plan.
Do you have a card? Are you on Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, let me follow you
I'm
on
on
Instagram.
Instagram. I don't make it look beautiful, but I do post regular.
It doesn't matter.
I'm like,
So look at
hopefully I will get our beautiful one here. That's how you're gonna sound back before we close. They are. Right now, a lot of initially I've been finding.
Well, they're all good. I mean, I don't have
foundation was my philanthropy foundation. And so any business that I've ever done supports into the work that I do in the community, because I do a lot of justice study, and a lot of women empowerment. And so I've been doing that work for most underneath my foundation. But being that I've been getting so much traction in a lot of interviews with it just made sense to turn it into a 501c3. And so that's why we're doing the launch, just to let everybody know. We're still continuing to work for Broken to Purpose. It is. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. It is a lot of work, and I think for me, I think you said the key word.
Is what I
So do that.
Like a party.
Yeah, it's kind of like the lifestyle blog, you know? It's something that sometimes is like.
Yeah, I open it.
But yeah, my word is
Well, anytime, educate me, inspire me, motivate me.
Like it was.
Yeah. Did you say that again? Well, we do. So we just have two, including myself, 3 members as of now. So we are getting ready to do an announcement because we will be looking for more. Because again, everyone's kind of wanting me to because again, I've been running this thing on my own for so many years. It is, and so everyone's like, you are the face. We need you to be president in the face. So we need to build up that team. So if you know anyone, even if you know, I don't know what your skills or assets or what you want to bring to that table, but it's a movement and it's getting further and further. We are ready to set our location for retreat for next year. I'm super excited about that. And it's gonna be really cool. Has already done among the community, whether that's veterans, and of course the women community. It's, I don't know, again, like you said, it's act of passion and love. And for me, I had to realize that, just like I was telling you with my therapist, I went through an intense cognitive therapy.
I'm right now. I think I just did all the cognitive allowed you to see the trauma.
Oh, girl, it's brutal because you relive it.
You relive it.
You do.
I think it triggers like how to avoid all this and therapy allows you to process it.
But I will say this, I've had a lot of trauma, and the passion comes from my personal experience, right? So I tell everyone, I don't have the time to see how I'm able to do what I do, because I'm still living it, and that's what I feel the key is, when you're experiencing trauma or have trauma, like you said, it's hard to trauma about it.
Yeah, most of the people won't understand. I have trauma.
Yeah. It suppresses you, and it's crazy.
Do you want to know
But they know the way and it's pretty cool that over that one of my speeches, I want to say last month was to Ron Johnson. They read my ankle speech, right? They read my right. And I was just like, I was just like, I didn't even know who that person was. And I was just like, it's amazing. They just gave you a snapshot of where I am today. But what they failed to do is tell you my journey. Yeah. I said, yeah. And so it's just like, everything growing up in my early I can tear it down. Shout out to people that have like surviving. It's just like when people don't see that. They see the experience, but you have to know.
And it's not rare to
it suffices to the fact that I was Christmas this year, right? And so it's just one of those things, again, being able to, my goal is to amplify
Like
voices
releasing.
of individuals that suppress. I know it's a side because I was comfortable with I look forward to hearing that story. And you know what? I always say what you're showing out. I see certain but that's the thing. I had to realize that too. Because it's crazy because I had all these businesses and I was recording.
I can't reach back there.
I would make behind the scenes, right? Not in the front. Because every time they would be like, oh, that's a great product. You hear the story. Because again, that, like you said, that people are really communication thing.
So is it best to do it on the computer? I'll just put them on my wrist or something. Like I'll just put them down.
That's just like giving the opportunity to just grow through it.
Okay, what makes it so sexy?
It's gonna be good. You know,
What is that holiday?
yes, bring a friend. Yes, bring friends. It should be awesome. We want to feel this.
My husband doesn't
I'm
like
sure
me,
we'll have
so then I'm
a
out. He's
the
not
goal
like
is to
that.
just like,
You don't join on me.
You know,
podcast is gonna be the opening for our first podcast. She's gonna be our representative for the
I don't need all the veto.
divorce.
I just
She's
Either
also a mediator, forensic financial services in the divorce world. I specialize in divorce in terms of real estate. And so, yeah, we're gonna tap into that and then we'll have Dr. Wellington on the panel. And so that'd be really cool.
He's not gonna have that. Oh, really? He said a lot of stuff. What was the one that you passed around?
I will find out information for you if you want me to get some resources in terms of therapy.
It smells like a chocolate.
Let me put that in my.
This one is chocolate.
That's how we chocolate.
Yeah.
Are you coming on the 29th? For my launch? Oh my goodness. Okay, so Olga, can we do marketing next week?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send you all the information.
How do you stop it? I have the same kind of camera. I don't know how to stop recording.
Alright, is that yours?
No, it's yours. How do you stop recording? It's recording?
It's still recording?
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, it is. So wouldn't you just do this?